Hi guys, I just wanted to jump on and do a very quick update. So, yesterday I put a wee vlog out just sharing that I was feeling a bit bleh about everything with surgery coming up and just the fact that I've been feeling really isolated over the last few months, and with the prospect of more surgery and more treatment, just feeling a bit lousy. But today I was at an event. So, as you know, I work for Cancer Research UK as a fundraising manager. But before I worked for Cancer Research UK, I used to, I suppose, volunteer by just sharing my story and my experience of cervical cancer initially. And I've kind of fallen back into doing that in the last couple of years, talking about my journey with brain cancer. So in October, I went along to Stand Up to Cancer Night, which was organised by Scottish Power, and they raised over £60,000, which was amazing. And they'd organised a partnership day to talk about their partnership with Cancer Research UK. Now, a couple of things. Scottish Power have raised over £25 million for Cancer Research UK, which is simply phenomenal. And I just think it's an amazing example of what a proper corporate partnership can do. To raise that amount of money, it's just incredible. That being said, £1 from a bake sale to £100 for someone doing Race for Life to £1,000,000, every little penny does make a difference. But just to think that over 7 years they've raised 25 million, I just think that deserves a nod. So it's amazing work to them. But today was an opportunity not only to talk about the fact that they raised that much money, but also, Pumpkins come say hello, but also to talk a bit about the research and the difference that money's making. So there were two researchers today, Professor Biancan, who specialises in pancreatic cancer research and leads on a programme called Precision Panc. And also Professor Andrew Pollard. Nope, that's a lie. Professor Stephen Pollard. Now, Professor Stephen Pollard is actually based in Edinburgh. And I got very excited when I was talking to him, and he knows my surgeon, Mr. Imran Liaquat, and he also knows Paul Brennan. Actually, Paul Brennan's in his team, and I met him when I was first diagnosed as well. Excuse me, I need to let the dog out. And yeah, so it was amazing to speak to him, and what I wanted to share was how reassuring that is to know that my medical team, so my surgeon's leading on that at the moment, he's talking to the researchers. They know each other, they have an open dialogue, and knowing that there's that connection, that communication going on is just amazing. I think a lot of the time we assume that research is happening elsewhere, other parts of the world, and in the UK I think a lot of us are really guilty of thinking that the research is happening always down south, always in London. Now, as you know, I live just outside Edinburgh and I'm getting treated at the Western General. I did not know that research literally happens across the road from the cancer ward, the cancer units. It's literally walking distance. And to know that, I think, is reassuring. But then to meet with the researchers who know the specialists who are treating you is, yeah, there's something really heartwarming about that. And it's also knowing that the research ultimately is going to end up at bedside, but knowing that conversation is happening ongoing, I don't know, I just find it really reassuring. But overall, what I wanted to say was totally inspired by the work of Scottish Power, and as a fundraiser, it's like, again, providing more motivation and inspiration. But I think even more so, having heard from two of the world leading researchers in their field, it just reminds me of the importance of that is. So I definitely feel like I've got my mojo back after feeling a bit lousy the past few days. And I just wanted to share that because a lot of you had been in touch, just sort of saying, you know, keep your chin up. And I want to say that I am an optimistic person. I do try to be as positive as possible, but it's inevitable that there's going to be times where it's just, you know, I have to say what it is crap. But today has really helped. So thank you very much to Scottish Power for inviting me along. Thank you to Cancer Research UK for trusting me to tell my story. But a massive, massive thank you to those two researchers today. So that was Professor Andrew Biankin and Professor Stephen Pollard. It really does make a difference, and I'm really excited because Stephen invited me to go along to the lab and have a tour, so I can hear firsthand about the amazing work they're doing to look into brain tumours. So just want to give an update and say thank you for everyone who's reached out. 10 days now till surgery, 10 or 11 days, I can't actually remember off the top of my head. But as always, FU Cancer.